and gentlemen, it's me, the Big Bad LG, here to fulfill his contractual obligations as commentator for this evening in Woodstock, New Brunswick, baby. It's the 4th annual Old Home Week Cup. Entrance I've ever heard in my freaking life. I don't understand how Miss Katie doesn't blow her voice completely out announcing these two narcissists known as the real deal heroes, Pepper Swayze and St. Valentine. These guys are absolutely wacko. These guys are absolutely nuts. But ever since they've joined together as a tag team, they've done nothing but make business happen, baby. Former one-time NBWA Tag Team Champions, and they're looking to take the belts back here tonight as they take on the newly reborn, the brand new champions, the Strong Brothers, baby. And it's all going down right here in Woodstock, New Brunswick, baby, for the Old Home Week Cup. NBWA Tag Team Champions, the Strong Brothers. And this will be an interesting contest we've got here tonight. These two teams have a lot of bad blood right now. And at the last event in Doketown, they beat the crap out of each other from pillar to post all over the arena. And tonight we're going to see the exact same thing here tonight in Woodstock, New Brunswick, baby. And there it is, Matt Strong holding up the crown jewel of the tag team division. That is the NBWA Tag Team Championships, the most important tag team belts in the Maritimes today, and these two teams are going to be fighting for them. St. Valentine and Pepper Swayze, no strangers to taking their time and getting inside the heads of the Strong Brothers. They do whatever they want. They're loud, they're proud, they're obnoxious, and they do whatever they want, whenever they want. These two really know how to get under the skin of their opponents. And it all starts with the mental game here. Referee Gerald Sharkey checking over St. Valentine. You better check him real good because that guy's known to have a few weapons, that's for sure.
You don't even know the song.
And he's checking Gerald Sharkey. Referee Gerald Sharkey is not liking this at all. The only thing you're going to find in his pockets is a pack of cigarettes and a few lighters, and definitely not a hair comb or a brush, that's for sure. St. Valentine demanding that referee Gerald Sharkey checks the Strong Brothers right now. The Strong Brothers recently reformed, as I said during their entrance. Money Talks made an offer to Matt Strong, and he refused it right to our freaking faces. So that allowed Troy Carruthers to come out, make the match, have the Strong Brothers face the Real Deal Heroes for the vacant tag team championships. And as you can see, the Strong Brothers walked away with the belts. And I don't know if this is a great idea from the Real Deal Heroes, Zane Valentine and Pat Persuasi. You're not supposed to touch the titles before the match. They say it's extremely bad luck, and I don't know if, we'll see later if that was a bad decision by the Real Deal Heroes to touch those belts. Referee Gerald Sharkey with notoriously short arms, having a hard time lifting those titles over his head. And here we go. We are about to see some tag team action here live from the NBWA. Beautiful collar and elbow tie up here. And the smart man, Pat Persuasi, grabs a headlock right away. Like I said, these teams are no strangers to each other. They've had quite a few matches here at this point, and you know for a fact that each team is going to have the other one well scouted. And a beautiful shoulder tackle from the American Miracle, Pat Persuasi. Look at him. Down, ducks one, and a big hip toss from the future Matt Strong. And that's exactly why they call him the future, because he can predict it. And a beautiful Russian leg sweep from Pat Persuasi. Both teams, each tag team member's been tagging, and he went for this A-train and he missed it. Beautiful arm drag from Nick Strong. Atomic drop to Zane Valentine. That's got to feel pretty rough. And he just clotheslined him, made him do a 360. That could be it here, folks, already, nice and early. Nope. Quick tags, smart tag team precision from the Strong Brothers. And you don't want to feel that one. They call that the wishbone. And I'll tell you right now, that'll break it right in half. I've been on the receiving end of that wishbone multiple times. And let me tell you, you feel it for multiple days after. And Matt Strong just scoop slammed Zane Valentine like he was a little sack of potatoes from PEI. Sitting on the second buckle here, and he's calling for Zane Valentine to get up. And a big double axe handle from Matt Strong. The Strong Brothers are starting off hot, and they can't be stopped right now. Another quick tag in succession here. Boom. This is what makes a tag team great. It separates the good teams from the great teams, are the ones who know how to conserve their energy and use teamwork to get the job done. One thing Nick Strong does better than anybody is that elbow to the back of the neck. It is vicious. It's very unique to him. He does it extremely well, I must admit. And a vertical suplex to Zane Valentine. Could this be it? Nice and early. Kick out at 2. And the Strong Brothers are putting a whipping on Zane Valentine to start this match. And here we go, another quick tag in succession. Just beating him down, chopping him down like a big redwood here in Woodstock, New Brunswick. Southpaw action here from Matt Strong, a fellow Southpaw just like me. Oh, and he's grabbing his beard. That's one way to get back on track right there, is to grab the beard of Matt Strong, and he's chopping the life out of him in the corner. The vicious, vicious boot to the throat from Zane Valentine to Matt Strong. And again, he's pulling his beard one more time. Oh my goodness! Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you see exactly what's going on here at home, but this does not feel good at all. That's one that's going to sting for a few days at least. Matt Strong calling for Zane Valentine to get up here. He ducks a big clothesline. And what is this? A Hurricane Rana from Matt Strong? Unbelievable. That was almost it right there. Gerald Sharkey signaling too, but there's a lot of fans out here that think that was the end. Matt Strong needs to stay on him here if they want to keep this pace, keep this momentum, and walk out of here with their tag team belts still intact. Tag into Matt Strong here. Are we going to see a double team perhaps? Double noggin knocker! And he flew down just like nothing. St. Valentine reaching, desperately needs to get the tag here to Pat Persuasi because he is getting beaten all over this ring from the reigning tag team champions, the Strong Brothers. Pat Persuasi also confirming what Gerald Cherokee said in the ring, yells no at the exact same time. Boot to the gut, and here another big suplex from Nick Strong, the former Triple Crown winner here in CCW and the NBWA, the only man in history to hold the NBWA Heavyweight Championship, the River Valley Championship, and the NBWA Tag Team Championships. That's quite an accomplishment. The first man to do it in the company. And a big knee to the back there from Pat Persuasi, and he brings his arm down. Looks like the boys, he's keeping him way up for a stalling suplex from Zane Valentine. And you gotta think that took a lot of wind, not out of Nick Strong, but out of Zane Valentine as well. That's a lot of strain on both bodies to be able to complete such a maneuver. Now we've got the fresh man in here, Pat Persuasi, after about a 5-minute beating from Zane Valentine, and he's still nursing that same injury on the corner. Knife edge chop here from Pat Persuasi, working over Nick Strong in the corner. And a big hard buckle from Pat Persuasi. I could feel the ring shake. And the spit flying out of the champion's mouth here. He desperately needs to get to tag to Matt here. And Pat Persuasi's a long-time ring veteran. And a beautiful swinging neckbreaker right there. That shows that veteran presence in the ring that only a man like Pat Persuasi can have. Pat Persuasi's been wrestling for over 10 years now, maybe even close to 20. That's some ring presence and ring awareness you just can't teach. It needs to build over time. Sit out suplex, Falcon Arrow from Zane Valentine, and that could be it. Kick out at 2. It's going to take a lot more than that to take out a man like Nick Strong. Almost a 5 count there, and look at the shenanigans on the outside here from Pat Persuasi. Referee Gerald Sharkey doesn't have a clue what's going on behind him. What else is new? Some smart ring presence from the veteran Pat Persuasi on the outside of the ring. Cohesive tag team unit are the real deal heroes, and a big snapmare from Zane Valentine, once again pulling the beard to get that momentum. Zane Valentine needs to be careful and stay away from the opposite corner. He needs to stay away from Matt Strong and not be so close. And he rakes his eyes! Tag team rules say to isolate your opponent in your own corner. Not smart to veer off into the other opponent's corner. As a quick tag teams and quick succession tags, you need to stay close. And he whips him off the middle rope right there and stomps on his gut for good luck. That's a pin right there, ref. A lot of aggression here from Pat Swayze tonight. I'm not sure if he forgot his protein, maybe he hasn't hit his macros for the day, he's in a calorie deficit, and he's a real angry man when he doesn't get his protein, let me tell you. I've seen multiple fights in the locker room get started with Pat Swayze. If someone accidentally takes his protein shakes, his protein bars, or his protein snacks, there's going to be a fight. And a big clap from Zane Valentine. This could be it right here, a big knee to the head, and he isolates him to the corner. Smart tag team tactics there from the Real Deal Heroes. Referee needs to get control of this match here. Come on, you can't have both guys in the ring for longer than 10 seconds. Referee Gerald Sharkey needs to respect the rules and respect the tag team formula. Multiple elbow drops here from Zane Valentine, and he doesn't even look tired at all. Look at him. Oh my goodness! A springboard elbow drop. Oh! We were half a second away, folks, from the Real Deal Heroes regaining the Tag Team Championships here for the second time. Full Nelson applied. That's a move here you don't see too much often these days. A great throwback wrestling move. Isolates your opponent, bends the neck down, weakens the shoulders, and slowly makes your opponent pass out. This could be it here. That's two arms dropping. Out. At the last second, Nick Strong gets his hand up. And that's like I said, these two pit bulls, there's nobody tougher in Harvey, New Brunswick than the Strong brothers. And a huge pull-away slam. Oh! And once again, we were half a second away from new champs here at the Old Home Week Cup in Woodstock, New Brunswick. And a boot right to the eyes. Zane Valentine says he's going up. Tag here to Pat Swayze. Pat Swayze, they're both going up here. What could they be doing? Is this a symphony? Oh my gosh, they missed the double elbow drop. And Nick Strong crawling back to his partner. Max Strong is in. And he's going after Pat Swayze. The referee didn't see the tag. Oh my gosh. Pat Swayze distracted the referee so he didn't see Nick Strong tag Matt Strong. And we got a big another boot to the face here. Is this it? New champs here right now, baby. Oh my gosh. We have brand new tag team champions here tonight. The Real Deal Heroes have reclaimed their titles. And Nick Strong, Matt Strong is absolutely irate right now. Referee Gerald Sharkey didn't see the tag in the corner. And would you look at that? For the second time, we have brand new NBWA Tag Team Champions, the American Miracle, Zane Valentine. Oh my goodness. For the second time, we have new champs here, folks. Zane Valentine and the American Miracle, Pat Swayze, the Real Deal Heroes, and the Strong Brothers are absolutely irate right now. Gerald Sharkey trying to explain himself here. He didn't see the tag. He was distracted. World Sharky about not seeing the tag here. And there's going to be a big celebration in America here tonight for the Real Deal Heroes. Who knows? Maybe they go back to Maine and get a little bit of Carl's Jr. Who knows? Maybe they go back to Maine and get a little Olive Garden. All I know is that they're going to be popping bottles. There's a big celebration here tonight in the United States of America. Congratulations to the new tag team champions right here. The Real Deal Heroes once again have reclaimed their titles. And just look at them. Look how excited they are. We have brand new champions here tonight, baby. The Real Deal Heroes.
Oh, yeah.
Get a good look right there, folks.
Oh, yeah.
What can I say?
Oh, yeah. Deal has been around.
What can I say, folks? Brand new champs, folks, and you're only going to see it right here in the NBWA in Woodstock, New Brunswick, baby.